Hello everyone, this is Julia, and today I wanted to make this video to show you Entity's new ombre gel. Recently I got a lot of questions on how to actually properly use this and thought I would just make a quick video so that you can all watch it and try it and see if you have any more questions. But in reality, it's really easy to use. It just needs a little bit of practice, like with everything new. When you're first starting, it might be a little bit confusing, but I promise once you practice and use it a little bit, you will love it. And I'm sure there will be one of your new favorite designs, because making ombres with this is very easy. So let's start. And the first thing I did is I used this light color on my tip. This would be the first suggestion, is that you use a lighter color as your base. In this one, I'm using this very nice color by Entity. It's called Simply Me. It has a little bit of like an eggshell shade. And after you apply your color and you cure it in the LED light, we are going to take our ombre gel and apply a thin layer. The gel itself is a little bit on the thicker side, so all you want to do is just make sure that you apply a nice even coat. You don't need a lot of it. First of all, because there is no need for too much product to not build that excessive thickness. Second of all, the gel itself tends to yellow a little bit after curing, so the thinner you apply it, the better you will eliminate that yellowing color after curing. The only thing is, make sure that you're applying it very evenly without any bold spots, because that's where the powders won't be able to adhere if you leave any of those spots. So after this, we're going to cure it in our LED light for 30 seconds. And make sure you're not curing more than 30 seconds, because you need that inhibition layer to grip onto the pigment in the powders, so you make sure you do not over cure. Next thing, we're going to choose the color that we want to dip into. This is a nice bright shade of pink from our new dipper brush powders, and these can be used as a regular acrylic, as a dipping powder. They can be used to create ombres. So let's try this. After the ombre gel cures, it comes out matte. So you will see this matte finish. And what you're going to do is start dipping your tip or the nail on the client into the powder. So first, I'm going to dip it approximately to where I want my gradient to start. And as I do this, I am slowly coming out of the powder, keeping the tip of the of my nail submerged longer. So the longer you keep it in the powder, the more pigment it absorbs and the more gradient you will get. After that, you can lightly tap, and you can see as we're tapping, it already creates that gradient, that ombre. You can repeat that a little bit more. See, as I dip that corrected it a little bit. And I'm just tapping lightly on the tip, so that it gets rid of the excessive powder. If you want to go a little bit higher, you can do that. And You just keep building your gradient to your liking just as much as you wish. Tap it. Now, if you feel like you want to make this gradient softer, you can take a very fluffy brush, something with very, very soft bristles, nothing that can scratch, and you can just very lightly dust off the border of your gradient, just like that. After this, we're going to cure it in LED light again for 30 seconds, just to make sure that the inhibition layer cures with the pigment in it and secures it on the nail. Just for 30 seconds. We don't need any more than that. And all we will have left to do is just to apply the entity top coat. Here is our nail. I am going to, again, just very, very lightly dust off the excess powder. My movements are extremely, extremely light, so don't scratch off the powder, because it is definitely not like a gel polish when it's completely cured after it comes out of the light. So the powder will be secured completely only with the top coat, so make sure you don't brush off all the pigment. Now I'm going to pick up a good bit of good amount of product, on my brush here, and all I want to do is just nicely distribute this top coat downwards, making sure that I am not putting any pigment right here on top. So you almost need like to glaze the nail with the top coat. And if you do pick up some pigment here from the tip, make sure you wipe your brush before going back again on the lighter section of it. See how pretty that is and how easy? And we are just going to cure this again for 30 seconds and the design will be ready. So while it's curing, I will just show you a little bit of the practice nails I've got so far, just the combinations. You can see they can vary from different colors to more monochromatic ones where it's just red into a darker red. This one I tried a very bold one from white to black. And I also wanted to say that ombre gel will create somewhat of a watercolor effect, so it's not very, very how to say it, not very, very pigmented ombre, but on the same time with the vibrant colors it lets you create these easy ombres that look really, really fun. This one with the glittery powder. Okay, let's see. So once the nails are finished, all we have to do is just wipe the inhibition layer with our natural nail prep. And here we go. Just have a nice even gradient that is very, very easy to create. So please let me know if you have more questions or if you struggle with any of the steps on this. And just to give you a little bit of encouragement, I want to show you two tips. This is the one of the first ones when I just started practicing. And this is the one just recently, once I understood the system, once I practiced a lot. Believe me, I just wanted to show you this, that we all struggle in the beginning, but with practice, you get perfect results. So I will encourage you to try it and just have fun with it. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.